Welcome back, class. So today we're going over another retro-exclusive, currently, keyword ability, and that is the multiple keyword ability. Now, in my opinion, this is the messiest keyword ability in this game, and there's very good reason why it was altered slightly when we got the echo keyword ability. So I'm going to go over to the, as you can see, before we get into what the ability does, it is a keyword ability. It does have a rating. That is important. It is also an enhance ability, which, let me see if I can bring up a newer card. I just want to show off sadistic ways because I think it looks cool. A newer card, like this spinning Necro Driver promo, you can see multiple is orange, so it is an enhance ability. And it has a keyword rating. Keep that in mind. So we'll go to the living rules documents for keyword abilities. Multiple is an enhance ability that says enhance enhance discard X momentum, minimum 1, maximum of your multiple rating, So the cost is, say, if you have like a multiple 1, you can spend 1 momentum for the multiple rating. If you have multiple 3, you can spend up to 3 momentum to pay the cost of this multiple rating. And the ability is add X cards from the top of your deck to your card pool face down as copies of this attack. Add those attacks to the attack stack. Now, if you'll remember in my retro introduction video, I mentioned the attack stack. So this is where it gets a little confusing. Multiple basically multiplies, like it says, your current attack. The multiple copies are face-down versions of that attack that copy all printed values of the original attack except for the text box. So it gets all of the printed numbers. That is what it is treated, and it includes keywords. So it gets all the keywords, and it gets all of the number values: control, speed, damage, so on and so forth. They cannot be added to your momentum for any reason, the multiple copies, and anytime something attempts to add them to the momentum, or add them to your momentum, they will be discarded instead. Also, something to know is if a card would reset your stats or your zone, it's like, say your multiple is a 3 high for 4. If something says I'm going to change it to its printed damage for multiple copies as well as speed is considered 0, and the printed zone is considered mid. So if it's like a 5 high for 6, and your opponent tries to block with evade and copy, it becomes a 0 mid instead of a 5 high. And that's just for the multiple copies. And how a multiple copy works is once the original attack resolves, whether or not your rival blocks it, we immediately move into the enhance step of the first multiple copy. You do get the enhance step back and forth for each copy, but unless your rival plays, say, a reversal, even then, playing reversals against multiple is confusing because we have to go up to attack stack here, where it says if there are multiple attacks in the attack stack, the most recently added attack will begin resolving first. After it is resolved or is dropped, continue the resolving attacks in the stack until the stack is empty, and then return to an open game state. So if your rival attempts to reversal, you will resolve your rival's reversal, but then you will go into the very next multiple attack. So let's take spinning Necro Driver here, for example. As my enhance, I choose to use the multiple 1. I spend 1 momentum, and then I add 1 card from the top of my deck to my card pool face down. After spinning Necro Driver resolves, immediately, barring my rival playing a reversal, we go straight into the enhance step of the multiple copy of spinning Necro Driver. So it is treated as a 3 high for 3 with throw, and no, it does get multiple, but because the printed cards are, well, I don't know if it gets keyword abilities. I know it gets keywords. It's been so long since I've had to play with multiple guys. I'm really reaching for some of this. Yeah, keeps all printed values except for the text box, which includes its keywords. So, that is worded weird. Face down copies that copy all printed values of the original attack except for the text box, which includes its keywords. Alright, the way they worded this, it makes it sound like it doesn't keep the keywords. Either way, I can look into that, but it would basically just, you don't get to multiple copies because they are treated as basically face down attacks, so they have no printed stats, so you can't multiple them. Come to think of it, I don't think it keeps the keywords, because you cannot, because they are considered blank, you cannot combo with them. Yeah. Man, I really should have made this video much earlier in this, before 2025, but here we are. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I will do my best to make better sense of what I'm trying to say here. I probably shouldn't do this very late, like I am, but I wanted to get this out soon-ish, because I'm currently cramming for Nats, and yeah. But anyway, that is the basics of multiple. You spend momentum to basically gain face-down copies of the multiple attack. They each get their own enhance step and block step, and they do not go to your momentum even if they do damage. Their printed stats are 0, except they are treated as having the stats of the copied card, and it is one of the more complicated and dangerous retro keywords, so be wary about that. But that is all I have to say about multiple. I will try to clarify any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.